Were you surprised by the lawsuit?
I was surprised. I think that obviously the executive committee had to make some very difficult decisions during the lockout, and I think that certainly that was a tough spot to be in. I think we made difficult decisions. I think we made good decisions, and there was a lot of questions. A lot of guys wanted a lot of answers during last year. I think they got their answers. Certainly this summer at the summer meetings, we had a very good meeting, a very productive meeting, and a real plan to move forward on a real front basis. And at those meetings, there was very little opposition, if at all. I think Chelios was the only one, and it's unfortunate that Dwayne Rollison wasn't part of those meetings, because I think a lot of his questions would have been answered.
Trevor, they're very passionate about the suit, and they're spending some money to take it forward. Do you think at some point you're going to have to present a vigorous defense? Because they've named you in the suit.
Right. I think that I'm not sure, from a legal standpoint, where this is all going to go or what it may look like. I mean, the one thing about it is obviously we had to make very difficult decisions, and a lot of those decisions were ratified by our group, whether it be Ted Saskin being our new executive director. That was recommended to the board. It was passed a couple different times. So from Dwayne's standpoint, I failed to see the reason before, and I think he's doing a disservice to our membership, frankly, and for someone who's prospered so well this summer with a $12 million contract, it befuddles me to think that the decisions we made weren't good for the better group of our association, and especially him.
All right, we're going to move on, take a break now, and hope to squeeze out some more time with you when we come back. There's lots of stuff, as I say, to talk to you about. Captain Canuck, Trevor Linden's our guest on After Hours. More with him in a moment. Do we have the BlackBerry, by the way?
No, we do not.
Oh, someone's taking it outside to see if we can get some more questions. So how about this one? In Montreal, you became a very close friend of Saku Koivu, and you were with him when he was in hospital or when he was fighting the battle against cancer. You were a big cycling buff at the time. I know you gave him Lance Armstrong's book entitled It's About More Than the Bike, and then a couple of days later, Lance Armstrong phoned him, and you pick up the story from there. What was Saku's reaction?
Yeah, I think he was, for Saku, it was a difficult time. Obviously, there's a lot of, you're scared, there's a lot of emotions going through you, and to get a call from Lance, it was certainly...
Okay, no, wait a minute. What I meant for you to say was that when Lance phoned, Saku Koivu kept going, Trevor, quit fooling around. Trevor, lay off. He thought that you were pretending to be Lance Armstrong.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is true, yes. And it took him, I think it took him a while, so I would never do that to Saku, though. Right. He should know that.
Well, Trevor, you got to go, because the bus is on hold for you, and it's a long drive to the airport, and you guys want to get home tonight because you've got a big homestand coming up.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for your time. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Awesome. Thanks Kelly. Appreciate it.
All right, Trevor Linden, our guest on After Hours, to take a moment now to review the top 5 plays of the night in the
Coach's Corner with Don Cherry.
Following this weekend, 3 weeks to go in the regular season, it's nitty-gritty time in the NHL, and to address it, Don Cherry, obviously I guess we have to talk about this. I vote Trevor Linden for NHL Rookie of the Year 1989.
You're not kidding. This guy is the best rookie in the league. I'm getting tired of all that stuff out of New York for Leach and Granato. This kid's the best from the hat. Let's get a Canadian kid in there.
Is everything okay?
Look here.
What about that button?
Trevor, listen,
doesn't go with this suit either.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Let me tell you, got a lot of heat from New York Rangers over Trevor Linden and this button. You see the video?
Did you expect the Rangers to like it?
I don't care. You see the video?
I haven't seen the video.
I'm telling you, I saw the video. I think he should win the Hart Trophy.
Yes, back in 1989, Don Cherry ran Trevor Linden's campaign for the Calder Trophy, but fell just short as Brian Leach won it. He wanted you to win the Hart as well, by the way, and I think a guy named Gretzky won it that year.
Grapes had a little pull back then, but not enough, obviously.
Oh, he did. Okay, we've got 2 pieces of videotape we want to share with you, and we're going to need your help on them, and we're going to have to scoot here because they're already calling for you to get to the bus. But we want to go back to your very first goal as a Vancouver Canuck, which you scored in October of '89, October 18th.
88.
Pardon me, 88.
Who's that guy in that there? Look at those little pads.
You must have been awfully proud.
It was a beauty.
Look how mad I was.
Yes. Kelly was a big hero of mine, of course, playing in Medicine Hat for the Tigers in the late 70s. I was, so it was a very, very special special goal for
Yeah,
me
sure.
scoring against the big guy.
And so watching him play when you were a kid in Medicine Hat gave you the confidence to think that you could score in the NHL.
Well, when you looked at him in net with those little pads and that funny looking mask,
They
how could
were
you not score?
tiny,
Oh
eh?
yeah, we need more guys like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a staple of this program that we dig up goals the guest has scored on Kelly, so that was the first one. But how about this one? May have meant even more to you. I think you just put Kelly in the first row of the seats.
Now this is ugly.
This was
I don't
91
know
in the
what I was
playoffs.
thinking. You know what? That Larry Robinson, that's horrible defense by Larry. That's not my fault.
You know what, Kelly? That's exactly right.
See, Larry didn't take the pass or take you when he cut into the middle.
You almost got it, Kelly. With
I know it,
with the tip
huh?
of the stick. Yeah.
I know.
Well, you
Watch
know what?
my leg though. I don't know why my leg stays stuck in the air after you go by me.
Kelly
Watch
got-
this. It's going to stay up in the air.
He's just about in the corner, flailing
Very acrobatic. But Kelly got the last laugh because he beat us in the playoffs that
Well,
year. So
yeah.
that was a tough loss for us.
Yeah, that was
you
the
guys had a
playoffs
good
against the Kings, and I think the Kings won that series 4-2.
Beat us in Game 6
Yeah.
at the Forum, and went on to the final. So.